widespread individual ownership of arms as an important factor in the development of the concept of individual liberties. Is it possible for a nation to go from wide open freedom for a civil liberty to near total destruction of that liberty in just a few decades? Yes. Reasonable restrictions on civil liberty today will start the nation down the slippery slope to severe repression of the future. Look no further than in Britain. The British Parliament that created gun registration systems in the 1920s had no intentions of banning handguns. But that 1920 Parliament failed to foresee the danger that a registration system, even if created with the best intentions, could later be used for confiscation. Make no mistake. Cuomo wants to confiscate your firearms, your shotguns, your rifles, anything that you want to have because it's your civil right, they want to take away. So it is sensible for civil liberties advocates in the United States to resist registration of persons who exercise constitutional rights, not because the registration is burdensome, but because registration amounts to greasing the slippery slope. So the only practical way that the British gun owners could have avoided abuse of the licensing laws would have been to resist the first proposed laws. However, the gun owners would never have expected what happened to them would have happened. Today, their gun rights have been obliterated. So in 1911, the Sullivan Law was enacted because of fear of the Irish, the Jewish, and the Italian immigrants in New York State. Laws requiring handgun buying and carrying licenses were put in place, and the sponsor of this law said that homicides would decrease. Homicides increased, and the criminals were armed more than anyone could have ever imagined. Let's go forward to 1980, when New York Police Commissioner Benjamin Ward told his firearms licensing staff to refuse to issue licenses for a Glock pistol. Well, Benjamin Ward had his own Glock pistol, and he didn't let anybody know about it until the media back then did their job. They found out about it, and the law was not put into effect. So gun registration has now laid the foundation for confiscation in New York City, where the 1967 registration system for long guns was used, and in the early 1990s, confiscation of lawfully owned semi-automatic rifles went into place. Nevertheless, the United States gun control advocates continue to insist that the United States gun rights advocates are paranoid for resisting registration because it might lead to confiscation. When the media and the public know little about an item, it's easy for the reporters to talk themselves and their audience into a panic. Sensational crimes are used as launching pads for further steps to prohibition, and it must be stopped.